What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for coming back to my channel. JAC the Trucker here. And I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. Just had a lot going on, a lot of things going on personally. But I'm just going to dive right in. I know I posted a lot of videos about like the positives of trucking and why I got into it. And now I'm going to talk about the struggles that I've experienced in my 4 months of doing it. And for those of you who don't know, I got my CDL Class A's in December of 2018. Got blessed to get a local driving job without having the experience, you know, that most of these local companies want you to have. And again, I feel like that comes about because there's such a shortage on drivers. But some of the struggles I'm having, you know, the company that I work for is pretty decent. I'm not gonna disclose any names. I have before, so if you want to know, go back to other videos. But been doing it for 4 months, been with the company for like probably 3.5. Actually, today is my 60th day, so 3 months. And I made a video or a post on Instagram that said if your trainer if your trainer sucks when you come into trucking, you are going to have a horrible experience. And right now, I'm at that place where my trainer is just, it's not that he's horrible, but you have to understand, when you come out of trucking school and you go into a trucking job, and then other people can attest to this, you almost have to dismiss everything they taught you in trucking school, because they're teaching it to you how to pass the test. They're not teaching it to you, you know, floating gears and different techniques when you turn and different techniques for lane changes. They're teaching you the basics. So when you get to a carrier, they are going to teach you how they want you to do it. They're going to teach you their safety. They're going to teach you how they want their drivers to be, you know, alert and this, that, and the third. So my trainer just doesn't have any patience. He's been with the company like 5 or 6 years. And he actually, is funny because he was the same way. He came from trucking school right into this particular company. And, you know, I've been training. Let me just back up. So when you do a local job, chances are it's going to be like some type of delivery. So, you know, they have to train you on the job, train you how to use their equipment, train you how to, you know, work with the different customers. And there's different challenges that you face, you know, parking in gas station parking lots, parking, you know, doing different dock maneuvers, and, you know, just local traffic, you know, finding ways to navigate through a city with having to know about bridges and, you know, clearances and things like that. So not only are they training you, trying to get your transition from school to driving their truck, they're trying to teach you a position. And there's just no patience with it. And I don't know if that's the trucking industry as a whole, which I'm sure it is, but having a bad trainer can literally make you hate the company, because what's going on is you're not focused on learning anything, because you're trying to just hurry up and get the day over with to get back home and get back with your family and get away from this trainer. So I say that to say this. If you are thinking about going local, I want you to really think about the situation. You know, I'm in a position where local work best for me right now. And it's no secret that once I get my feet wet, I'm going to get into like owning and buying trucks. I'm not going to be just a trucker that just stays with a company and gets a 401k and gets benefits and doesn't have any end in sight. Like, I'm 35 years old. I don't have time to play around, or I don't have time to waste. I got into trucking to be an owner of trucking. There's too many opportunities. We all watch YouTube videos of owner operators or owners of fleets. We all see it. It's not a secret. It's not something that's not attainable. But the challenge that I face is, like I said, I want to leave the company that I'm with, but my situation doesn't allow me to. But at the same time, when I first got my license, I'm not joking, like, I had like 9 or 10 offers. Today, I filled out an application on like truckersreport.com, and my phone has not stopped ringing, but they're all over the road jobs. And that's something I might have to look into, because local is cool. I mean, I've lost weight doing local, but I've also kind of lost myself. I've been depressed, and I didn't go through CDL school to be depressed. I got out of a retail career for 15 years to find peace, to be able to transition into ownership. And everybody's going to say, well, you got to crawl before you walk. Yeah, but you don't have to bump your head every day. You don't have to feel like you're being, I can't call it a word, but like when you feel like your manhood is being stripped, all due to somebody's bad attitude. And there's no communication at this company. There is none. Like, there is no communication. Like, I don't have a uniform yet, and they get mad at me because I didn't say anything to the supervisor. But on my first day there, my supervisor told me I'll order your uniforms at 60 days. So I told him, like last week, I said, hey, I know my 60 days is approaching. Are we going to order the uniform? He acted like he had never heard that conversation before. So, you know, good things and bad things about local. Good thing is clearly you're home every night, see your family. But on the back end of it, you work 15-hour days. Leave your house at 3 o'clock in the morning, get home, you know, about 6 in the evening is what I've been averaging. And then you go straight to bed because you eat dinner, take a shower, you know, talk to your family for a couple minutes. 8 o'clock, you got to shut it down. You may not be sleeping by 8 o'clock, but you have to, your body has to pull back from the day to get ready for the next day. And I don't think people understand that when they take on these jobs in trucking. So those are some of the struggles that I'm having, and I would never give it up. I would never sacrifice my CDL. I went too hard for that. If I have to, you know, there's a lot of things I'm going through. I got to pass my DOT physical. I have to do a lot of things. I got to do a lot of things. And it could be worse. You know, I could be stuck in Kalamazoo somewhere, not knowing when I'm gonna ever get back home. But for the most part, I still love trucking. The quicker I can get through this pain, the quicker I can get to this ownership, the quicker I'm gonna come back with more content. And I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you guys are still considering trucking. And yeah, I hope it's still something that you want to do. JC the Trucker, have a great day.